Okay, so video 2. This is here that I'm going to use this new footage that I mentioned in video 1. This video on Vimeo. It's just beautiful. And there's a lot of nice clips in here. And there's in particular one clip that I liked for something like this, and this clip here. So I downloaded the video and I extracted the frames. I prefer when I do VFX, I always work of frame stacks instead of compressed video files, because compressed video files are just they're kind of iffy. They have a tendency to do weird stuff. So I already went ahead and imported this frame stack. It's from let's see. I actually can't remember how many frames it is. Doesn't matter really. But it's from frame 3000 something, I think. So I pull down and make a sequence. This is a 30 FPS sequence. Actually, I don't want that, just to make life easier. Also to make it a little more interesting, I'll just go and interpret footage, and I have square pixels. Oh yes, that's so nice. But I will change my frame rate to 24 FPS. Yeah. And that means that the footage has now been interpreted as 720p square pixels and 24 FPS, and it's yeah. And I pull down, and of course the composition will share that or inherit that setting. So I have this, and it's like it's actually pretty long. It's 17 seconds. That's probably not a realistic length for a VFX shot. They tend to be shorter, but it's fine. We can take a look at it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All of the shot. So what I'll do is I will match move this, and I'll just go and track the camera, and I'll pop it over into detailed analysis right off the bat, because yeah, it takes a little longer, but at least in my opinion I get a lot better result. I'll just pause the video while this calculates, because it takes a minute or two. So and I restart the video here. It's been 3 minutes. It's still solving, and yeah, it's just about done. There we go. And I got a nice big cloud of points. So one of the things that is new in recently, at least since I was using this back in the day, is the fact that I have this right click option that says set ground plane and origin, and oh my god, that's nice. So what I'll do is I'll start picking points up here around the base of the monastery. So I'll just grab a bunch of these, and the nice thing is I can sort of like review here how that adds up, what it starts looking at. That one made it look a little no good. See, I want it to be it should give me the feeling that it's flat. Yeah, and that it seems like it's not that one. No. Maybe over here. Yeah, I like that one. Maybe that one too. Yeah, that one really helped. So no. Yeah, something like that. So basically what I'm doing is choosing points that are in this area that sort of gives me a feeling that it's flat and is aligned with the ground around the monastery. So I got like 15 points or something. Oh, actually 25 points. Wow. And I do this set ground plane and origin, and then I go create shadow catcher camera and light, and there we go. I just do this again just for okay, so that's fine. So you should do that before you create the camera, and I did, so I guess that's good. So the first thing I got is have the shadow catcher, and we can sort of see it visualized here, and it looks well, meh. It's okay. It could be better, but we'll try to work with this and see what happens. So what I'll also do is this. I'll just select the frame stack and then the camera tracker, so I get all the points back. And I'll find a nice spot where I have a lot of these points along the ridge. So I'll just go over there and just hold the shift key while I select a few of the points going down this ridge here. Something like this, and perhaps, yeah, something like that. And then I right click and go create 11 nulls. So that creates a series of those. And then I'll select some points at the bottom of the ridge. That looks weird. You can sort of by the size of these get an idea of. No, actually, I don't want these. Get an idea of their placement in 3D. So see, these are suspiciously large. So yeah, something like this. And then I'll go create 8 nulls. And let's just pop over to another frame, and oh, maybe that was too far. Something somewhere along here, and go that one, not that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So here I'm just trying, come on, trying to get some points that will give me a good indication of depth. Let's go, man, let's go again. There we go. So these should give me an idea of the depth. So I have this sequence over here, I have a sequence down here, and I have a sequence of points here. The last thing I want to do is sort of get some points that represents the monastery here. So I have like these points that are at the front face of the thing. Yeah, good. So maybe one more. Create 13 nulls, and let's see. Do I have something else I can use? Yeah, well, we have a few here. Doesn't look, that doesn't look good. We'll just leave it at that. We will figure it out. Good. So I have a good series of points here, and everything's good. And if I select all of these, it's sort of it looks like this, and it's a reasonable selection of points. So I'll start my live link extension, and it's there, and it's not connected. I'll pop over into Maya and say yes, 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 all is well, and I will open up the live link window there, and it's connected, it says. So I'll go over here. Yeah, it's connected, and we will grab this, press the button just to make sure, and just grab all of the objects in the composition or scene or whatever you call it, and drag them in here, and it worked. Oh my god, I'm happy. So back in Maya, and I can just minimize this. So we have this thing, and this, let's go like 500 frames. There we go. So it looks like this. It's not too bad. Actually, you see, this is like the end of the monastery, and we have these sequences of points. These are top the ridge. This is down the ridge. This is the far distance. This is like something weird in between. And then I have the shadow catcher, which is always very small, but I can just make it a little bit bigger. So it looks like this. And if I pop into the camera, it will, yeah, it looks good. So the next thing is I need to add an image plane. But I'll just go into my render settings, and I'll leave it at my software right now. I'll get back to that. And this should be, this is my favorite setting name, number dot extension with the frame padding of 4. That's usually good. But the thing down here is I know this is 720p, so I'll just find 720, and I'll know that it's my AE tracker camera I want to use. Yeah, that's good, and that's it. No anamorphic crap or anything. It's just that easy. Good. So I'll go into my camera. There you go. And I can either do it up here with the image plane something, or I can go into the environment settings here and click create on image plane, and it will create this image plane wireframe, and I can choose an image, and it's located over here. I know it's here. It says it starts at 2138. Yep, there we go. So nothing happens right now because it's just a frozen camera. If I use image sequence, it will still be frozen because it's starting at a totally different time. So if I set the frame offset to 2138, it should actually match up exactly with Maya. So if I set this to 0, there, and go back, and then you see this should be moving on the first frame. Yeah. So this is actually matching up exactly like I wanted it to. So this looks pretty nice, and you can see that all of my my locators here, they work really well. It pops off somewhere here where the sequence ends, but this works pretty nice. I might want to just rotate this one to sort of take my the temple look into account. So what I can do is I can make this a holdout, just because. And I'll go in and grab the rotate tool and the move tool and pop it down. Well, this is pretty close. Something like this. And I'll just move it out a bit again, like so. It's close. It's right at the corner there. So it looks, might be some sliding. No? Yeah. See, it slides here when I get over here. So the depth is somehow not exactly right. So I should probably work on getting this. Is it up there? Something like that. Let's see. See, now it works. Yeah. So it's just a slight offset in height. So probably one of the points that I chose to make this work was not quite at the right position. Also, you can see that it's the front here does not work with the perspective, and maybe it's somehow the match move didn't quite generate the right angle like this, or maybe it didn't quite create the right field of view for the camera. It looks pretty decent, but we can. It's not really important because we have the movement of the camera and it matches up, and slight perspective issues is something we can deal with later on. It's not really a big problem. So let's try and see this one. Is just that's the way it is. You sort of like want to make this just absolutely perfect, and it really doesn't matter. Let's just take this and make it like 5, something like that. We don't need all of the points. Oh, maybe. Hey, let's see. Maybe we should make it an equal number. So like 4. There we go. Yeah. It's nice. Maybe there, and then just something like that. Yeah, that sort of works. It's also, you can see that this is not exactly a straight building. It has a little bit of an, well, there's a bit of discrepancy there. Okay, never mind. It'll work. If you can work your way through this if you like. Okay, I have all of these locators, and they're pretty big right now, so I'll just make them smaller, just scale them down like so, and I'll just use these to create some geometry. Now in Nuke, I would be able to take the whole point cloud and pass it to a node. I forgot what it was, and that would be able to create some basic geometry for me. But in this case, I'll have to do it myself. So I'll pop into my perspective view, and I have these. These geometry pieces here. So what I'll do is I'll go to create Polygon, and I'll use the V key to sort of just snap. Oh, there. And I'm just building a piece of geometry here, so snapping it in. Let's see. Let's pop over here. Oh, I'm already down there, so that's not good. Let's go to this one again. And did I? Oh, crap. There we go. Maybe I should just do it from the. What? Maybe I should just do it from the camera here, because then I can see what the points are. So mesh tool, create polygon tool, and press the V button to snap, and then yeah, we'll just do the fast bit here. Is there something? Yeah, there's one there and there's one there. And then I'll go down and grab a couple of these down here. There's one there as well. Is there any more? No, that's probably it. So, like so. So that creates polygon, looks like that, and I can usually just use the triangulate. Yeah, that will sort of make sure that it's all fine. It's probably, well, it's, this point here is kind of weird. I'll have to fix that. So just go vertex and grab that and move that down somewhere. So yeah, something, it seems to be working sort of fine. Yeah, good. So that was the first piece of the polygon. Then I need to create the next piece of the polygon. I'll also have this, so I'll just sort of combine these two. So let's just go and say grab these two and say combine. And then I'll use the Append polygon tool, and that's just like this sort of thing. Oh, stop doing that. There we go. We will try that. There we go. That one and 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 that one, and enter. Good. That sort of worked. And I'll just do it again. Press the G key and then just start pressing these edges. There we go. There we go. There, there, and then enter. Good. And let's go face, that one, triangulate. Yeah, that's sort of that should work. So that that looks pretty good. See something like that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Then we have a little bit over here. Let's see. Yeah. So see if we can match this up. Say Append polygon there, and then go V, that one, that one, that one, that one. Yeah, just grab that one and that one, and enter, and face, and that one, and triangulate. So this is by no means perfect or anything, especially if you consider the fact that there's this wall in the middle of everything that we should probably take into account. So that would be something we would do with this thing here. Maybe go and cut this up so go like there and there and there, maybe something like that. Q perspective, sorry, that one, and maybe grab that one and move it about a little bit. So if we can make that match up. So here we have an issue because we are sort of passing through. Let's see if it's, no, it doesn't stick exactly. So let's see. So how is this? So you can sort of move the frame around, move it closer, move it to a different frame, and then move it closer again, and then eventually you will end up with something that looks, see, that's the wrong direction, we should actually go in the other direction, something like that. You can sort of iron it out in the end. So this is sort of okay, and then what I have to do is figure out what I do with this mess here, because obviously that's not exactly what I want. I think in this case it's easy to just delete this face, and let's see, what the heck is that edge we have there. Let's get rid of that. Can't we? Why? What is that? Ah, okay, we have a face on the back side here. That one. Yeah, okay. And then let's go append polygon tool, and then just go there, 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 enter, and then maybe do a manual cut here. Do the cut tool from that one to that one, and enter, and let's see. Yeah, it's oh, it looks like it's sort of okay. It's not totally crazy, but it's fairly okay. Let's go to mesh display and soften all edges. So now the shading should be soft, and we have this, and it looks like this, and it seems to be sort of hugging the terrain, which is what I would like. And this part over here, I could just go edge there, and then go extrude here, and then just extrude out this edge, something like that, and then that should be fine. It should probably go down a little bit like so. So something like that. And let's see, yeah, it actually hugs the terrain pretty well. So now we are doing everything we want, and it all looks really nice. And oops, just update the time. This one could be over here, that would be nicer. So we'll just go vertex and maybe take this one and do an average. There we go, and see if it's still sticking pretty nicely. So that's good, and we can do the same here, like so, and see. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, this one is a total no. It's flying around, so we should get that down there somewhere. That helped a lot. And these two here are also, actually these three here are totally, oh okay, crazy as well. So I'll just get those down there. Let's see. Yeah, they're sticking much better. Then we have this one, which is crazy. Still needs to go down. Sticking much better. This one needs to go down as well. Oh, it's taking better, but not really perfectly, but much better now. So that's sort of took care of that. Let's see. Yeah, this one is not perfect either, but anyway, we have something reasonable. See, this one is crawling around. We can see that it slides. That one slides a little bit as well. Should probably work a bit to get them sticking better, but these over here sticks like really good. So this creates the basic structure of the of our match move. So we have the landscape here, and actually I forgot a thing. Why did I forget that? I just need to create a cube here, and I go top view, just move it around like so, something like this. Front view, make sure it sort of lines up there. Perspective, pop into the tracker camera, grab face there, and then just find the right here, that one, move that over there, so that should be sort of there, and the other one should be here, and should be over here somewhere. You can see it's sort of setting too high, so like move it down a little bit, so that sort of works out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's go. Come on. Why? There we go. Edge, let's just grab that one, slide it over there. Actually, this looks sort of okay, but not perfect. I made a test version before this, obviously. That was actually a little better. But yeah, anyway. So the back two, move them back so they sort of line up there. That looks nice. I need to split this one. There we go. Cut. Yeah. Huh? No? There we go. Cut. There we go. Vertex. Back in there. Move this up and to the side. Something like that. This one, move it up to the side. Let's see how this, yeah, that sort of works. So that creates like this basic structure we could use to catch a shadow, and we should usually do it for the next one as well, and maybe for the trees and everything, but I'll just leave it at this for now. I should also do the arc, but it all takes time, and yeah. So what we have now is the basic layout of what the scene should be like once we start working with it. These pieces of geometry I created now is something I would use for shadow catching and things like that. And then I'll have my hero objects moving around inside this. So yeah. So I'll just save this. Actually, my test one was better, but never mind. I'll work with this. So I'll go YouTube, monastery, match move. 1. Yep. And so this is it for video 2. Oh, looks funny. When I get to video 3, I will start applying shaders. Maybe in the comments you should say if you want me to do this in Arnold, in Classic Maya for that case, or in Renderman, which is actually my favorite. Yeah, let me know. So 35 minutes. I thought it would be like 10 again. Yeah, time flies.